Hello everyone. Today, just a quick video. I recently bought some gates. Many of you have been asking me about the whoop flying, and it is kind of indoor whoop flying season now that we're getting into winter here, at least in North America or those places in the northern hemisphere that have that winter season. And so many of us will be flying inside, at least primarily, and we'll head out as we get into those freakishly warmer or at least decent days as we head into the November, December, January months. So I bought some gates. I bought some octagon gates, and I bought some other gates that I don't even know what you call them, but they're mobility gates, as the thumbnail should have said. And after practicing, gates are hard. They're much harder. I actually spent an evening practicing. I finally got everybody to bed, and I turned off all the lights, and I went and I was flying these around. And the footage that you're looking at right now is analog footage. So you get to see what I see in the goggles, and I do have the lights still off. I'm flying the Uzi 65, if that makes any difference to you. And I am getting used to yet again another radio. I'm still searching for a radio that can replace my X-Lite, so my flying is a bit off. But I think it also brings in a different sort of enjoyment to our flying when we have these gates, and they can flash, and they can do all sorts of different colors, and they can strobe effect, and they can do all sorts of different things. And I've also got some footage here that we'll look at, or you'll see as we go through, of some HD footage. And that, when I head into that bedroom back there, that was a real struggle, because what you see in the goggles through that Runcam Nano 4 light, I think it's the Runcam Nano 4 light. Anyways, it was in the Mobula 6 HD. It gets really dark and it's very disorienting. And that was something else I had to get used to, was just that path. And I think the key for many people who race gates, so those really good pilots who are really effective, is that muscle memory. So I need some more practice, but I really enjoyed my time working on the gates. That doesn't mean that every video where I fly a whoop is going to have gates. You know, I live in a domesticated house, so picking things up is important to my wife, and it's important to her, then it's important to me as well. They have this remote that you can use to control, so you don't have to do any sort of programming right on the gate. You can control all the different colors that it shows on the screen. You can dim them, you can increase their brightness, of course, on, off, and then you have different effects with the strobe and flash and all the things that you see down the side of the remote. And it does take one of those small watch batteries as well, so you will have to replace that as time goes by. I think those batteries last a good long while, though, as well. You can find the gates at mobilitygates.com. They just recently opened their website. I don't think you can purchase there just yet. I clicked the shop button on the website, and I really didn't get anything. Could be my computer, though, so check it out. You can also buy these from goodventuredrones.com. They're based out of Chicago, I believe. For our friends that are international, you kind of have to build your own, and I wasn't really interested in building my own. I've kind of made pool noodle gates, and I thought I did a bad job. And I just didn't have the time to really invest in going out and getting the pool noodles. And that's one of the reasons why I bought gates, was having that time to make your own. Can you make your own? Sure. Everything's out there on the market for you to buy. Cutting styrofoam, I think there is a skill set to that, and there's also a tool set to that. So keep that in mind if you're going to venture out and try to build your own. But I would encourage you to check out goodventuredrones.com as well as mobilitygates.com. Also, I'll put a link down below not only to those websites, but the Mobility Gates Instagram, so you can see they've got this interesting like igloo formation that they built, and you can also see kind of the iterations that the Mobility Gates have gone through. They're USB powered, so you'll need to have some sort of battery bank or some sort of plug-in wall adapter. And the lead on them is, it's about 2 foot long. It kind of depends on which gate you buy. So I went out to Amazon and I found these Power Add USB banks. I don't know if that's coming through very clearly, but this was blue. Kind of looks awkward to me. But these are, I think, 500 milliamp, and they were like $11 a piece. So I got 5 or 6 of these in order to have, because I know that we'll use them around the house, especially the kids as they get back to regular school whenever that happens. So you need to keep in mind that powered gates, they need power. So either you need to be close to a wall, or you'll need some USB power banks, because they do use a USB cable in order to attach themselves to power. I look forward to flying the gates a whole lot more, and I increase my enjoyment in flying inside. I can stay in the basement and do it, and that's something else that many of you might not know about me is this channel is about me flying for 95% of it, and then I just try to share my experience with you about a particular quad, and oftentimes I'll give my opinion or a little bit of my opinion throughout the video. But I just enjoy flying, and one of the things I do before I go to bed is I fly, and I usually fly 2 packs, at least 2 packs. Usually, if I get into more than a couple of packs, then I start to get amped up and I'm not ready for bed. But 2 packs, maybe 3 or 4, and then I've kind of had my fix for the day. About the only time I don't fly is when we're on vacation. And I found in many spots where we go on vacation, they have signs up that say no drones. So that's about the only time I don't fly. If you do have any comments, questions, suggestions, let me know what you think about the gates. Leave that in the section down below. I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.